I'm at the Royal Botanical Gardens. Just between Burlington, here, I'm gonna cut through. Just between Hamilton, or really it's Burlington, is the Royal Botanical Gardens. Anybody in this part of Ontario, I'm sure you've been. And if anybody who hasn't, I'm going to take you on a walk. Well, I'm going to walk through some of it. It's actually huge. I don't think I've ever walked the whole thing, and I don't think my legs are up for it anyways. And I have no plan. I haven't checked the map, so there's different areas and different sections. And I'm not even sure which. I just had a cab driver drop me off, so I don't even know. I can't even find a kiosk. I'm just kind of wandering through parking lots until somehow I find myself in the Botanical Gardens itself. And then maybe from there we'll find a map or something. Well, the perils of not planning and not knowing where you're going. So I had the cab driver drop me off just after the bridge, but I forgot that it's kind of really two bridges really. So we jumped the gun, so I was at the ass end, nowhere near any of the facilities or the maps or anything really, just some parking lots. So now I have to hoof it a bit, and so I'm hoofing it across the bridge, and life is really teeming right now here. Because normally when I go in nature and parks, I don't get bitten. Not by mosquitoes, you know, the odd one once in a blue moon, but while everybody else is getting eaten up, the flies are leaving me alone. They might buzz around me a little bit, same as bees or whatnot, but I don't get stung, I don't get bit. I shouldn't say that, not going into this park, but oh well. But I can tell you on the walk across the bridge, I was getting eaten alive by, I guess, flies. I've never seen these kind of flies before. They were very bright colored, orange wings. They almost looked like a cross between a fly and a moth, but with small wings, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the coloring. And it was just as you got near what looked like the stagnant water there, I started getting eaten alive. And so I can still feel the bites. They're stinging. So this is going to be an interesting day. Whee! So, now I've been walking 10 minutes. And probably another 10 minutes I'll finally get to the main building, and I'm looking at this water and remembering that we had a storm last night, so this probably wasn't the best day to really do this. Well, if one is seeking perfect, perfect comfort, it's not the best day. I wasn't seeking anything except I just felt I wanted to go. So, yeah, I'm thinking with all this water churned up, and the heat of the day, there's not a lot of wind, it's going to be kind of swampy conditions, kind of like being in swamp, bugs and humidity. But hey, that's nature too, right? We get so spoiled quite often. I was actually talking to the cab driver about this, and it's amazing. People find a way to complain about the weather no matter what, and I really see that now, because it really doesn't matter what the weather is. I mean, there's a lot of people who enjoy the weather, but there's a lot of other people that are pretty picky. They don't realize it. And this summer has been actually incredible. It's been not too wet, not too hot, not too, it's just been perfect. And with maybe 1 or 2 hot days. And no big long torrential downpours, just the right amount of scattered rain. And still, whenever you go out, it'll be the most gorgeous day. And you ask somebody, you start, like everybody does, you start talking about the weather, and the first thing they do is start complaining. So, now on a day like this right here, it would be easy because it is kind of icky. But, again, we need to embrace nature. It's glorious no matter what it is. Sure, we can bask in the perfect days. I don't think we should hide from the not so perfect days, because they're perfect too. So, I don't even know why I turned this on. Just to talk about the conditions, yeah. So, any Hoosiers. I'm getting kind of close now. Should be fun, should be interesting. Be a great day in nature. And a great opportunity to appreciate the now, appreciate what is, as it relates to these conditions today. See you in a bit. Alright, I got my stamp.
Our newest facility, the Camilla and Peter Gudnish Atrium, was opened in 2009, and the design incorporated the environment in a big way. It has received gold certification status within the Leadership of Energy and Environment Design Standards, or LEED, which is the worldwide standard for green buildings. Let me show you some of the special features that make this green building gold. In this climate, heating uses a lot of energy, so does cooling. In this facility, we conserve energy in many ways. The atrium's concrete floor contains 2.5 kilometers of water-filled tubing like this. Hot water is pumped through this tubing during the winter. The tubing heats the floor, which radiates heat to the rest of the building. See the atrium's glass roof up there? Its design maximizes the sun's heating power in winter, directing its rays to warm the concrete floor. Special reflective coating covers the glass and reflects the summer's excess heat. Automatic roller blinds shade the room from the hot summer sun. When it comes to light, we use the sun to our advantage. Room sensors control the lights, adjusting them so that they only get brighter when natural light levels are low. Although we're a botanical garden and love our plants, this living green wall is much more than just a show. The old stale air of this room continuously gets sucked through the plants and the root microbes where it gets filtered, humidified, and purified. The world's water supply is limited, so it's important to conserve every drop we can. The atrium's roof is designed to collect rainwater and store it in an underground system. That way, when we need the water here and here, we won't have to use a single drop of treated drinking water. Toilets are equipped with a dual flush system, and urinal flushing is motion activated to save water. Washroom lights and taps are motion activated. While taking the stairs may be better for you, there's no need to feel guilty about using our elevators. Built to use only a third of the energy of an average elevator, these machines are also oil-free. Plus, in the distant future, if they ever need to be torn down, 95% of the materials are recyclable. We could have used all new materials to build our atrium, but we reused wherever possible. This building is RBG's way of making smarter decisions today for a sustainable tomorrow. Enjoy your visit, and if you'd like to learn more about Botanical Gardens or our atrium, visit our website at rbg.ca.
I can't read that. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. Alright, let's go into the tunnel. I got my map. A lot of stuff's closed, so... Oh, shit, man. They tell me what to come out with the door go back closed. There we go. We got wood. Oh, look at that. Oh. Go in the tunnel. You're welcome. Que sera, sera, whatever will be with me. The future's not ours, you see. Que sera, sera. I can't hit that low note. Que sera, sera, whatever will be. The future's not ours, you see. Que sera, sera. I don't know why I'm singing that, it's just kind of feeling it. I find more and more as years go by, and I haven't been doing this my whole life. My dad was a real singer, and I'm starting to find myself singing his songs. Alright. Must be neat working here, eh? I don't know, maybe it stinks, but I would think it'd be neat. If your bosses are, you know, too bad, but the work itself, you know, looks pretty lovely to me. Looks like it'd be nice to have a job to take care of all this and create. Well, taking a seat here. It didn't turn out to be bathrooms, it turned out to be a restaurant. If anybody sees this who works here, it's not a reflection of the place. I just saw bathrooms at the front, and because you can't see any activity today, and it's just such a square building, but there's a restaurant over there. So yeah, I'm waiting for, man, I get kind of milk. Well, I guess it's not that expensive, but it's, I paid $15 for an orange juice. Get a B. Come on, B. Yeah, he's interested in my orange juice. So I got $15 for some vegetables, some dip, and some orange juice. But hey, that's today's world. Anywho, just waiting for it. Drinking my orange juice. Trying to keep the bees away. Okay, now I know why the price. I was just trying to go for something light. That's what I asked them. And this is light. I guess it's light in today's world, but it looks beautiful, but holy moly. Really not that hungry. Anyways, I'll give it a shot. Hi there. Hummus, very garlicky. I've been starting to show myself eating so much lately. I don't even eat that much. I guess I'm running out of exciting things to show you guys. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna guess a flavored hummus. Red pepper. Oh, that's cheese. I think it's a blue cheese or something. Interesting. Some kind of cheese. And I don't know what this is. I'm sure there's a lot of people right now probably know exactly what this is. But for those who don't, can probably join me in the humor and about to put this in my mouth. I have no idea what it is, but you can see what it looks like. Well, it says veggies, so it can't be like a caviar. I think it's beans. No? Oh. I think it's olives. Yeah, it's olives. Yeah, it was, but it looks like this and you don't know. But it's some kind of ground up olives. That's a relief. So we got mixture of peppers and cucumber and tomatoes and carrots, pita. So yeah, pretty nice little spread really. So back to this. This is too much food for me. I just wanted a snack. Just full of complaints. I know. What am I complaining about? What am I complaining about? Sitting on a gorgeous patio. Beautiful, comfortable weather. Talking to you fine people. And eating really yummy garlicky hummus. I like my hummus really garlicky. It's rare you find one pre-made that's really garlicky. That's my hummus. I tend to really go crazy on the garlic. course, I'm hearing a lot, some people I should say, are claiming that, and one guy, he's passed away now, but some scientist, I forget his name. I don't even think he was a scientist. I think he was a retired truck driver, just kind of got into certain fields on his own. Anyways, saying garlic is poison. I don't know what to believe about that except two things. All I can do is tap into personal experience. One, my Uncle Al lived into his 80s, and I believe it was leukemia. I'm not sure. He was born with something. Whatever it was, he had matchsticks for legs, and he always walked with a cane. And he really was a simple man, so he was very generous with others, but not himself. Amazing guy, Uncle Al. And his clothes, a lot of times he picked out of the garbage. His bicycles, he'd go bicycling every day. He'd put together through broken bicycles he'd find in the dump. Even his car was fastened, which he rarely drove. It was this old beater that he had like stuff from the inside the house. He had rigged inside, I can't remember what, but like instead of a floor panel, you know, you'd have something from like inside the house. And, you know, you'd have a lever or something would be replaced with a doorknob. And very creative guy, very simple guy. And his house, he really didn't have any food except dried vegetables he ate every day. He boiled them into a mush, ate it, and he'd throw garlic in it. And he'd go biking, and super happy guy. If I can find, I'll post a picture here of him because he was wonderful. Besides my dad, probably the loveliest man I've ever met. And always had a smile, was so lighthearted, never judgmental, never angry, he was just always, didn't matter what was going on or what was happening in his life, he was just a happy, simple man. An amazing guy. And he had one tooth. We used to cringe when we'd see him, because even though he didn't spoil himself, if he was at somebody else's house and they had food, he would just go nuts and he could eat forever. And he was so happy and enjoying it. And seeing him smiling, I remember eating corn on the cob and he'd have that one tooth, and that's it. And we'd always be waiting for that sucker to pop. We'd be like, oh, never did. Never did. Anyways, getting sidetracked. Garlic, so that's all he really lived off of, was just mush and garlic. And he was healthy as a horse. So I don't know what that proves. But more than that, my second point, which I think is more poignant, and that is, if it's so poisonous, shouldn't all of Italy and I'm sure there's other countries that have high step of garlic, shouldn't that have come out in those countries? Shouldn't they be wiped out? That's my only thing on that. Now I know not all Italians necessarily eat garlic, but still, obviously a lot of garlic gets eaten and used over there, and probably some other countries, so I'm not sure about this garlic as poison thing. But I don't know. What do I know? So that's my little rant. I better get eating so we can get walking. Alright, so I'm going to have to be more particular about my shooting. Looks like I had a full battery and now I'm getting pretty low. So getting pretty low and I haven't filmed much, so I'll try to film as much as possible. Right now we're at the Morrison Woodland Garden. So hopefully I don't run out of battery too soon. Filmed the whole film will be of me eating at the and walking there. Anyways, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? So a nice breeze coming through. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it's beautiful, but the leaves are huge. Let's see if I can get to it. big leaves. I wouldn't think it's natural to this area, but look at the buds. Look at those. Interesting. It's just down in this little forest area here. Let's keep going. See if I can get close to them. They look like they might scare. It's like a parade. Oh, there they go. Ricola! Hey, check it out. I really wanted to wear this shirt, haven't worn it in years, and I had to use safety pins. Because I only have one button. Anyways, going back over the other side. Yo-la-la-la-ee-oo. Imagination Grove. Interesting. I'm lost. Well, it's imaginative, that's for sure. Oh, this is cool. Geez, I could live in this. Just put this on a beach. You're in business. Right on. Oh yeah. This is cool. I want one. Very cool. I'm not sure what it represents. It's very cool. Well, I think I'm just about done. I've only explored a fraction of the botanical gardens, but I've explored quite a bit. Mostly I haven't gone where it's pretty much closed anyways, or it's just way, way out there. But all the immediate gardens and areas and levels, I'm kind of getting pooped, so I think I might head home soon. This sure is lovely though. So many little nooks and crannies and little gardens. That's what I really like about it actually, is all these little, there's tons of these little nooks, these little mini gardens. That's what I would like, to have a home one day out in the country, but have little nooks like this. But, you know, if I could have a wish, if I could wish upon a star. But anyways, so, hope you found it interesting. I didn't spend too much time filming the actual plants in detail and all the little details. There was so much because I thought better just to give you a broad picture, because I've been on empty for a while now. My camera, it's still amazing it's filming actually. So if you really want to explore, go check it out. Royal Botanical Gardens in Burlington, right at the edge where Hamilton, you know, in between Hamilton and Burlington. You know, you'll need a whole day. Bring supplies, bring lots of film and batteries and all that stuff.